Okay, welcome back. Today we are going to see a new subtopic about permutations. The question is, what is a permutation? But please, before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, permutations, for them, they deal with order. Any permutation we talk about, it has something to do with the order of arrangements of those objects, those letters, or those numbers. How do they define a permutation? This is an ordered arrangement of number of objects. Numbers of objects. Now, the question is, how do we handle that? We are going to consider, say, three letters, A, B, and C. If you consider letters A, B, and C, the order now matters. ABC is one order. ACB is another order. So this one is the permutation and this is the permutation. BAC is another order. BCA is also another order. Every order we make, or every arrangement, every different arrangement we make is what we call a permutation. So when I change the arrangement now to CAB, this one is a different permutation, and then CBA is a different permutation. So that here I have AB, I have BA. The order has changed, hence that's a different permutation from this. Now, this is that from ABC we can make orders, or we can make 6 arrangements different from each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 arrangements are what we call permutation. So I can permutate this ABC into 6 permutations. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But these permutations, the combination of the letters is 1. So we have one combination because we have ABC. Even if we arrange them anyhow, it remains a combination of ABC. So the combination is 1, but we have 6 ways we can arrange those 3 letters. That's the difference. Now, ABC can be arranged in 6 different ways. I think you can see the 6 ways, i.e. the 6 permutations. But if a number, if they give you more than 3, now to look for those orders and how we can arrange them is going to be a bit tedious. What we do, always you just count the numbers. So it means that after knowing the numbers, it means that you can arrange them in the number factorial ways, the number of those objects factorial ways. So these ones were 3. So you can arrange them in 3 factorial ways. You know that the factorial, this means 3 times 2 times 1. And this is 6. And it's not even here, no, we have 6 arrangements. From there we shift to, now I showed you we have to get permutations of this x, y, w, and z. You start, you would arrange them in many ways, but it's going to take a lot of time. You just say how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. This means that they can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. 4 factorial is the same as that, which is going to give you 24 ways. Now, from there I move on to something where I want you to be more careful. Look at this question. In how many ways can 2 men and 4 women sit in a line if men should sit at both ends? Now we have 2 men. So I'm going to put some scripts. So this is the first man is here, then the second is here. Then we have 3 women. The first, the second, and the third women. Now we are putting a condition on how men should be seated in this line. Now, they are telling us that if men should sit at the end, it means that now I can put the ends, this is the end, this is the end. So, if I have it like this, so there are how many? 1, there are 4. So now, there are 4 women. So here, I add another woman there. Now look at this. The 2 men can sit there, they should sit at both ends. It means that any of these ones I pick, if I have 2 options to pick for one who sits here. So if I say one of them should sit here, I have 2 ways on picking any of these ones. So the first one, take the first position, I have 2 ways of choosing. Now, after me choosing, one of them to be here. Now, the one who's going to be here is having only, I'm remaining with one only. So this one is having one possible way of sitting in there. Now, the women I have, now these women, for them, they can sit anyhow they want. So, if I pick one, see, if I pick one and I put her in this position, I have 4 ways. I can choose this one, this one, this one, this one. So, this one, there are 4 ways. After picking one of them, we start our remaining with 3. So, the second, this portion has 3 ways. After picking now, I've picked the first 2. This one's are having 2 ways. After picking the first 3, so this one is having only 1 way to be in that order. Now, the number of ways, we multiply these ones like this. So, from there, you see that what I have 2 times 4, that's 8, times 3, 24, times 2, that's 48, times 1 times 1. So here, we have 48 ways of sitting those people. The question, another question here is, in how many ways can 4 men and 3 women sit in a line if men should sit at both ends? Now, this time around, I have 4 men and I have 3 women. Meaning that out of the 4, the one, remember they should sit at this end. I divide them according to numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, these 4, one of them and each of them should sit at the end. So, meaning that if I'm to choose who sits here first, I have 4 ways of picking. So, these ones, they can be 4 ways of picking. So, after, of course, if I'm assuming maybe I took this one, there are 3 remaining. Now there's 3 remaining. I can choose one. So I have 3 ways of choosing. So this one, the last one, should be 3. Why? Because they are sitting at both ends. Now, after me putting those ones there, it means that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these ones, they have no restriction. I can sit them the way I want. So, meaning that I took away the 2 men. So I'm remaining with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 people. So I can arrange them anyhow. So out of the 5, this one, there are 5 people who can sit in it. So 5. Assuming I pick one, there are 4 people. There are 4 ways how can these ones can be. 4 people can sit here. Then after taking them, they remain now 3. Then when I take those ones, they'll be remaining 2 and they'll be remaining 1. I mean 1 way of choosing there. So to get the number of ways, we just multiply these ones like that. And the answer will be having there, we have 16. 16 times 30 times 3, which is 1440 ways. Okay. So after that now, I come to this one. This one also be very, very careful. In how many ways are 4 digit number greater than this be formed from 7? Now, here be careful. We want to form a 4 digit number. That's why I'm adding 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the digit we are forming, the 4 digit number we are forming should be greater than 7,000. Meaning, first of all, the position to start with, it should be a number that's going to give us something above 7. If 7,000, even 7,001 is above this. Now, meaning, how many numbers can give me this value? From 700. The number greater than this will start with this, first of all. So, we see that we have 3 possibilities. How? The numbers that can give, remember I have 4, 5, 6, I have 7, 8, and 9. So that these ones are the only ones that can give me a number greater than 7,000. So this first position can be occupied by 3 numbers. So it can be multiplied by 3 numbers like that. Why? Because this digit is greater than 7,000, and numbers that are given me a value greater than 7,000 are 7, 8, and 9. Why am I taking 7? Because I can miss having 7,001, 7,004, 7,000. So even the 7 can give me that value. Because if I add another digit here, it will be greater than 7,000. Now, part A, repetitions are allowed. Meaning that if I took maybe 9, I can still put that 9 again. So repetition, if repetitions are allowed, out of the 6 numbers we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the second place can be occupied by any number, whether I've used it here or not, because repetition is allowed or is permitted. Meaning that out of these ones, this one can be occupied by still 6 numbers. So I can 6, even this one can be occupied by 6 numbers, even this one can be occupied by 6 numbers. What am I doing? I mean this. I can be having 7, 7, 7, 7. This number is greater than 7,000. Now, so that 7 is repeating itself. So, out of these ones, you can pick them anyhow you want. That's why, because these spaces, they are not be occupied by any numbers. That's why, even if I use 7, I can pick that 7. Why? Because repetition is allowed. That's why out of the 6, the number which is going to take this can be any number. That's why I can choose them like that. The number of ways then we multiply like that. And the answer we are having there is 10 times 3 is giving us 6 or 8 ways. And when I come to this, now part B, repetitions not permitted. So here we're not, when you pick a number, you can't use it a digit again. You can't use that digit again. Now, still, of course, now I'm about 7,000. I have these 3 cases, either 7, 8, or 9. So I can occupy this first place using 3 digits. So I have 3 ways. I have 3 numbers to pick from. Now, because no repetition is allowed, if I take a number, say I chose maybe 9. Now, I can't repeat that, I can't use that 9 again. Meaning, numbers that are going to make for me to pick from are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this space can be occupied by 5 numbers. So after picking, of course now I've used the 2. How many numbers are remaining? They are 4. Now these are already 3. After picking using the 3, how many are remaining? You said I'm remaining with the 3. So that's the difference. Here they allow repetition, here repetition is not allowed. Then I just multiply these ones. I'll be having now 9, this is 9 times 20, which is 108, I think. Times 20, 180 ways. Okay, now we come to the last question here. A 3-digit number is to be formed using digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If no digit is to be used more than once, it means that they don't allow repetition. So this number is to be formed from these 3 digits. A 3-digit number is to be formed from using these digits if no digit is to be used more than once. So we have to form a 3-digit number. That's why I'm having these 3. So in a 3-digit number, so any of these ones can take the first place. So how many are there? First of all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means that this 5 first place can be, I have 5 ways of occupying it. Now after picking one of them, you see this one can be occupied by 4. Why? Because no repetition. So after picking one, I can't put now it again here. That's why after choosing one, I have now from 4. Now after picking the first 2, I have 3 ways. See, this is going to be like that. That's all. And this will be 20 times 3. Those are 60 ways. If repetition was allowed, then this would be 5 times 5 times 5 because there will be no restriction. Anyway, so members, that's how we start. That's how we handle numbers of that permutation. We are going to see now how to use the formula. I wish you the best. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Sign out.